Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2K17 Mycareer Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Today, we are still continuing on from last episode when we went face-to-face, toe-to-toe with Samoa Joe. We're not going to take no from an answer. We're not going to back down from a fight. We are ready for Samoa Joe. And once again here tonight, we have our hands full against Joe. So John Carter coming to the ring right now, rocking the new black shirt he's got, switching it up from the white that he originally had. So Carter against Samoa Joe tonight. Really a battle of who will be the next contender for the NXT Championship. And we've been pretty successful in recent times over Samoa Joe and others. We've had plenty of wins, but we just haven't been able to get ourselves in contention. Samoa Joe has been very, very successful. But obviously Samoa Joe lost the NXT Championship at the recent TakeOver event. We had a match against Fandango one-on-one where we just destroyed Fandango. It wasn't even a contest, so there was really no point showing it. We beat the hell out of Fandango. He wasn't handing out any tickets that night. Maybe he should go back to handing out tickets. That's what he does now. It's because he had no chance in the ring against John Carter. Anyway, Samoa Joe lost the NXT Championship, which means now we are looking to get ourselves in that #1 contendership spot. And I guess we're kind of battling Samoa Joe to do so. So we are underway right now. Joe versus Carter. And John Carter with a strong start here with some big strikes to start against Samoa Joe. Has him up on the shoulder. Now runs into the turnbuckle. And takes him down for the slam as well. Now falls up with the knee. So in recent times, you know, we haven't been able to get the rankings spots we're looking for. You know, we've been playing a lot of matches, we've been winning a lot of matches. We just haven't been able to rise up the ranks all that quickly, which is a little frustrating, honestly. That's always been one little issue I've had with career mode, if I can be honest with you, that, you know, it takes forever to kind of get anywhere. And we're kind of experiencing that right now. We're still in NXT. Now, obviously, I wanted to be in NXT because, you know, it made sense for our character to be in NXT. But I think now we're nearly getting to the point where, hey, we'd love to be champion right now and perhaps move up to the main roster RAW Smackdown. So that's where we want to be very, very soon. Hopefully we can get there soon because we're probably, you know, a bit sick and tired of versing the same people over and over and over and over every single week. Let's just be honest. It's only so many times we could face Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's be honest. But anyways, you know, we're going to get there soon. We are going to get this soon. We're going to keep getting up the ranks. We're currently ranked #3. Hopefully, if we can get rid of Samoa Joe, we might get to #2. And there'll only be one more hurdle to overcome. And hopefully we can get that #1 contendership spot. You know, I was under the impression that we're top 3. There was a chance we might hit the #1 contendership spot and have a title match. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. I thought if we, you know, feuded with the champion, that would be a way to get us there. And that's not how it works, unfortunately. So we have to just keep on getting up the ranks. And John Carter, so far so good here tonight against Samoa Joe. Looking as though he could be about to do that as he throws Samoa Joe over the top of his head. Nice power on display there by John Carter, looking to line up Samoa Joe, perhaps try and finish him off right here, right now. Instead, gets Joe against the ropes. And now, Samoa Joe, look out. Oh, a big slam. And he has slammed down Samoa Joe, potentially for the count as he falls up with a big clothesline. John Carter in control. Samoa Joe rocked early on. Now Carter wants, I guess you could say, give him the death sentence as he goes for the cutter. I want to say a quick thanks to all the guys who did help me name the finishing maneuver. And, oh, we can only get a 2 count. You know, we had some names and suggestions such as Prison Break or Death Penalty or Capital Punishment. There was a lot of good names. Prison Break as well. So lots of good names. I like probably Death Sentence or Death Penalty or something along those lines. I like that one. Maybe Death Sentence. I think that's the one I like that. Probably more so than Death Penalty. I think Death Sentence kind of like suits a little bit more. I don't know, that's just my opinion. So we're probably going to call it that for the time being. We may obviously end up changing that, but we'll see. Anyways, and a lot of people also, a lot of comments, you guys want me to change his attire. I get that. We'll change things as we go. Obviously, it's only been really a short period of time. if you think about the story, you know, he's only just been here for a short period of time, just kind of still fresh out of prison. He's been around for a few months now. Eventually, you know, he will change his attire to more of a wrestling style of an attire. If you have any suggestions on what type of attire he should kind of use, should he go with a singlet or, you know, the trunks or the, you know, I don't know. You let me know. You let me know your suggestions of the attire and I'll come up with something. We'll see. As he connects with a big clothesline again there to Samoa Joe. So for the last few weeks, John Cutter's been trying to jump Samoa Joe and he hasn't really had much success in doing so. Every time Cutter comes after Joe, Joe seems to be getting his way and ends up getting the better of him. So Cutter now one-on-one here tonight. No excuses, nowhere to run, nowhere to kind of, you know, get the blind side. Cutter at the moment looking pretty good here against Samoa Joe, but can't seem to put Joe away just yet. Now Joe presses down on Cutter, can't quite get the pin though. So whilst Cutter's been pretty impressive, Samoa Joe has given him some troubles. But you'd have to say, John Cutter with his recent form has been good enough to perhaps even suggest that he may be able to beat Samoa Joe here tonight. He's looking pretty good at the moment as he hangs Samoa Joe up on the barricade, and there's not much to give to that barricade. It's a little different to the one you see perhaps in the main roster, where it's pretty wide, there's plenty to it. Well, this one, there's nothing to it, and if you land on that, it just spikes your gut, and Samoa Joe is feeling the effects of it right now. Back body drop there as Cutter goes down, and Samoa Joe heads back inside the ring. Count of 7 now as Cutter's got to get up. He's not exactly thrilled with his performance in that outside altercation. That exchange didn't really fare well for Cutter there. But he's back in the ring now, breaks the count, a strike to Samoa Joe, and now a big shot, big chop, I guess you could say, slapping the chest of Samoa Joe. Now picks up Joe. There's the power on display by John Cutter. Samoa Joe wrenching and feeling the pain in his back. Now looking for the pump handle. Look out now, Joe in major trouble. Launched over the top of his head with a pump handle, and now that could be it here. John Cutter could be about to put Samoa Joe away, the former NXT Champion, the man who lost it at TakeOver, now wants revenge, wants to fire back. He can't though. And there is, like I think we're probably going to call it the death sentence, the death penalty, whatever you want to say. We'll call it the death sentence, like I said. There's now Cutter though, he might not be done yet, looking for perhaps the Death Valley Driver. I guess you could probably call it the Death Row Driver. As now Cutter lines him up, takes him down, and I don't know how, but Samoa Joe's forehead got cut open. The back of his head landed in the mat, but he got cut open. Logic, it's not there. But anyways, rolls him over. Cutter now for the cover. Surely this is it for Samoa Joe. He's taken a beating, and that's it. John Cutter picks up perhaps one of the biggest victories in his career to date. A win over Samoa Joe is golden, and will it lead to championship gold down the line? A huge win tonight for John Cutter. Samoa Joe, well, I don't know, did he have anything left in the tank after this one? He got beaten down, it was a struggle for him, he had a tough time of it. Samoa Joe, though, I don't think he really showed up tonight. He just struggled against Cutter. He's been able to win a few of their recent altercations, but this time, Cutter really got the better of him. And, oh boy, John Cutter is not finished yet. These two have gone back and forth for weeks, and Cutter is now ready to finally get the better of him. He's beaten him here tonight, and after being embarrassed on a few occasions, he's ready for some revenge. Cutter now going for the full away slam to the outside. Joe taken out, and now Cutter wants to finish him off. John Cutter lining up Samoa Joe with a DDT, and Joe is out of it. Samoa Joe knocked out by John Cutter with a decisive and an emphatic victory over Samoa Joe tonight. Incredible performance by Cutter. He just didn't show up Samoa Joe, but this is far from over between these two. I can tell you that now. Well, fast forward the next week, and Samoa Joe coming out to address the situation between himself and John Cutter. You can see he is in a bad mood. He was embarrassed in the match you just saw. And now Samoa Joe will have a few choice words to say about John Cutter here tonight at NXT. So what will Joe say? You want to know what I have to say? You want to hear why I'm out here? No, I don't think you do. What I have to say is going to make some enemies. Maybe you better hold your ears. Moms might want to take the kids outside. Well, what's Joe going to say? I suppose I came out here to make a name for myself, didn't I? Yeah, we're doing this. We are doing this, and there's no avoiding it. So we may as well just get on with it. You think you're sly? I know you can hear me, John Cutter. So why don't you come down here so I can hear what you have to say? I'm sure it'll be very enlightening for all of us. Well, Samoa Joe is calling out John Cutter. And Cutter not going to back down from it. Well, the ex-prisoner turned NXT superstar coming to the ring right now. And we'll go face to face with the man he just beat in Samoa Joe. Cutter's happy to step up here tonight and showcase his skills on the mic. Something that we haven't seen all that much of by Cutter. And we'll see what he has to say. He got it done in the ring last week. Can he get it done on the mic tonight? John Cutter, not exactly the most liked man around here. You can tell by the crowd reaction to him. These two men now face to face, eye to eye. What will Cutter have to say to Samoa Joe? Yeah, you're all booing me, but you and I know why. Because you are jealous. You hate me because you hate me, but I don't really care what you think. I'm not out here to deal with all you losers. I'm out here to deal with this loser right here. Well, John Cutter calling Samoa Joe a loser straight to his face. I don't know if that was a smart idea, John. I think Samoa Joe may not exactly be thrilled with that choice of words. I'm not really sure why you thought it was a good idea to come out here and interrupt me, but that's a problem to be dealt with at a later time. Since you're out here, you may as well take a seat and take note while I show you and everyone here exactly why I am the greatest superstar in the world. Feel free to take notes. Well, I don't think Cutter's gonna like that at all. I learned a long time ago that you don't get anywhere by waiting around for someone to give you what you want. So I'm out here to make it clear that I want to take on the best superstar that the WWE has to offer. And I include you in that group. I want a chance to prove what I'm capable of. And I want it now. Well, challenging Joe to another match. I appreciate your candor, and you're absolutely right that you have to take what you want if you want to be successful here. I've been impressed with your recent matches, and I've been more than happy to give you the opportunity to show the world how talented you are. So if the fans want it, and the authority approves, I say, let's do this. Well, Joe, he wants another match. He wants another chance to get beaten up, I guess. I've been fighting for a long time, but it's time for me to finally make my mark on the WWE. And I'm going to do it using you as my instrument. I want to beat you so badly that the other superstars will fear getting in my way. They won't even want to look me in the eye. I would love to have that match with you tonight, but I've got a smoking hot date and I plan to look good. I don't want to risk messing up my beautiful face. I don't know about that, Joe. Not to mention I need proper preparation on time. I may make it look easy, but it takes some time to look this good. Well, has Joe looked in a mirror lately? I don't know what he's talking about. If I were like some tired WWE legends being hauled out for one last go, I'd agree with what you're asking. But I am better than those hacks, and for me, you're gonna have to give me everything I want. Otherwise, I don't participate. So, you ready to meet my demands? Or you want to lose out on the biggest opportunity of your life? Well, will Joe accept? You want to fight? I'll give you a match, but on my terms, and it won't be tonight. You're going to have to wait until I decide when you've earned the right to face me. And if I were you, I wouldn't hold my breath. Well, Samoa Joe has gotten the better of Cutter recently, but he just did lose to John Cutter last week on NXT. So this is an interesting situation. Both men want it, but they want to try and pick their own terms. I think this settles it then. We will meet in this ring in the very near future. And from here on out, I won't eat, sleep, or breathe without thinking of that moment. And if I end up striking early, well, that's just a consequence of screwing around with me. Well, Cutter laying it down. He is ready to go. He wants this match against Samoa Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, that's coming up in the next episodes of Career Mode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, slap the like button for me. Let's try and hit 2 likes on this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all next video.